kind of sucks because Aurelia has just been able to sit in a side lane in AFK farm for a long time now.
What the fuck? Go.
How the fuck is Aurelia grouping? How is that grouping? That's killing me and then oh my god. You know what this champion needs, honestly? Is there an item that gives me attack speed, but also kind of damage, but also like Spirit Sojourn? Spirit Sojourn is the only item like that. Ah, it sucks. Spirit Sojourn, if it was an activatable, would be so much better for the game, I feel.
Zamyczkę na 120.
Can I kill her, you think, good shit? No way, no way, no way. Somehow I'm gonna get blamed for this. tankiness. I can just feel it. Okay, I thought if we just CC'd him, I could get the kill, and I could have gotten that kill. I feel like people don't understand how much damage Pantheon does on an execute, because I keep getting ditched on these plays when I really shouldn't be getting ditched. I'm gonna go Omen, because I've actually liked Omen on Pantheon. Guardian Angel is nice, but like that extreme tankiness is really neat. Did I really take that much damage? Holy shit. Charge W is so much better than Q. Not if you're trying to get damage. In fact, I think someone actually mathed it out. I know I pressed E. I know I did. Wait, what happened to Galio? He kind of just stopped existing there. So who killed me? Baron and Galio. That makes sense. Okay, so the reason I like Omen... The reason I like Omen... Oh, okay. You pop... You like run at the AD carry. They kind of like struggle, actually. Omen is actually so good at chasing down 80 carries. I don't know why they buffed it. It wasn't that Omen was weak. It was that trying to kill 80 carries was weak because there's so much peel. Like we've seen like a single Omen actually start winning games, you know? Just because like suddenly the AD carry can't punch through it. It's just that like tanking in general is useless.
What's most impressive?
Caressing horses brings me a sense of peace. I can't hear well since I was kicked in my ear by a horse.
Oh.
I feel as though there's really no reason for my team to be so disorganized that even following me like that.
Ja, das weiß ich stets.
Ah, shit, I thought I could get the W on him there, man. Well, I don't know why I couldn't get the W on him, but okay. Like, what are they doing though? They keep saying they're doing Baron, but then it comes time and I look over and there's like 5 of them like roaming around.
Shit. Fuck. Managed it.
I think I shielded the wrong way. Oh well, I mean, whatever.
Death pitching. The stable manager.
This game is so wacky.
Alluvial mining is not something that can be taught to everyone.
Sterix are GA right now. Oh, actually, I think I should have gone with Sterix, now that I'm thinking about it. This build is more of a Sterix build.
Oh.
Oh, this is awkward.
Caressing horses brings me a sense of peace. I can't hear well since I was kicked in my ear by a horse when I was a kid. I can't hear well since I was kicked in my ear by a horse
Yeah,
when
somehow
I
this
was
is
a
my
kid.
fault. Somehow my fault.
I can't hear well since I was kicked in my ear by a horse when I was a kid.
Okay. So just do the fucking Baron.
Daar steeds.
They will greet you.
They never did anything. They just kind of wandered around. Nobody of the four was anyone with a brain. So they all just sat around and waited. What does it matter if they have TP? Tell me how that matters.
They will greet you as heroes.
Oh my god. You know what? I don't even know. Thank you, Lego Master. Dude, I actually don't understand how you can have a team that bad at macro. Like, how can you be so bad at macro that they can constantly keep running bot lane as we have complete... Like, just to be clear, I wasn't, like, asking my team to do Baron when we had no Baron control. Okay? I was asking my team to do Baron when we had complete Baron control. We had it pinked, we had it warded, we had everything under control. And my team was just like, wait, what's a Baron? I'll be right back to chat. I need to go to the bathroom.
Aquele patch, visual patch. Estou a ver fora.
Suicide Boys song?
second Starbucks. I'm not ordering another. Ooh, they won't allow you to order it, huh? So you're at my mercy. What? Oh, you just have to do whatever I say to get you Starbucks. Wait, what? How did you even do that? I don't know how you even got this to play though. Support Galileo Justice, your worst enemy. Okay, we're going back to my music. Oh my god. I think I could have had kill potential on him if I played that a bit better. What? How? Literally, actually, how? How?
знал типичен Валенция, але это дяло кажу. Это типична територия.
Oh, wow.
Valencia is a territorium Rogo.
Why does I really dislike how I need to memorize every single fucking ability in this game and how it interacts with every other ability in this game just to make sure that my gap closer isn't defeated by another gap closer. I think every gap closer should get its effect off against every gap closer because gap closers beating each other is so lame to have to memorize. It's so very lame. Was that a kill? Probably not. Ah! Killed a midget. Dude, midget killing is my pastime. Killed Tyler White. Oh my god. Okay, I didn't know what I
This is
could
still-
W to. I was trying to W back to my minions. I thought you could do that. I guess if I just W to her, I probably would have gotten that kill, but damn. Galio. More like shitty-o. Ravenous Hunter, dude, the last time I looked at this, it had healed like 40, and now it's healed 400. Like, oh yeah, that was a direct center hit. Thank you, Riot, for your impeccably perfect hit biases. Oh shit, he actually did it. I'll be honest, I actually had zero faith that he could get a kill. Well, this went downhill quickly. See, it does feel rigged though, because you get a lot of healing from minions that is kind of useless healing, you know? I'll be honest, I think I should have just stayed on that dude. I think I could have killed him. We're kind of getting out macroed here.
As heroes.
Dash, no, Raj, Raj Mage. be fair, we were in a 5v4 situation, and somehow Galio got 2v1'd? Like, how bad do you have to be at macro to have that happen, you know? That's pretty bad.
Sinister States.
I feel them rotating on me. No, they really aren't. Wow, that's really surprising, actually.
Sinister States.
Jesus Christ, guys. What, did he like block the route or something? Did Cassidy just ignore the route? Dude, why is it when I play Pantheon every single time, I get my lanes fed, and then it turns into a fucking fiesta?
They will greet you as heroes. They will greet you as heroes.
I think Biden's still like 4 months, buddy. Honestly, I feel like Pantheon's got a very confused identity. It seems like they want him to be like a drain tank bruiser, if you will, but then they don't. It's like they want him to be a drain tank bruiser, but then his cooldowns are just too long. He's super team reliant out of lane because he's basically an execute bot out of the laning phase.
Some of them have to stop. Güzel.
Wow, this backline is interesting.
Cadê a rotação?
Caressing horses brings me a sense of peace. I can't hear well since I was kicked in my ear by a horse.
Nossa.
Dude, Pantheon. You get your team fed on Pantheon, and then your team are just the biggest fucking bitches every time.
Nossa, uma carta bonita. Vambora.
How are we losing when we have a Kaisa and a Kassadin? My mind is being blown right now, dude. Post laning phase, Kaisa and Kassadin that both got fed, and we're losing.
Tô voltando a não pros prédios do suco.
Late game Kassadin and Kaisa. Kassadin was slightly more damage than our support. Slightly more damage. Slightly more damage on Kassadin than our support. Yeah. Dude, playing Pantheon is frustrating. Late game Kassadin, late game Kaisa. Less damage. Well, I'll be generous. He had 200 more damage than our support. Like, how does that even happen, dude? Like, where does it find these players to give to me? Where does it find them? Someone please tell me where these people have come from. No. What? Guarantee I did not play Jim. Dude, Galileo was doing such a good job CCing and like helping our team win. Also, I'm gonna be honest, if those Pantheon changes go through, that kind of just kills the Pantheon. Not Pantheon, Aatrox. Like, I don't think Aatrox remains viable after those changes. His laning phase is gonna be butchered, and his team fighting is also gonna hit it hard. So, like, a champion who doesn't scale well, butchered laning phase, worse team fighting. Whoa. Dodge. Dude, that passive nerf alone on Aatrox, that passive nerf alone would basically render that champion unplayable. The fact that they're also butchering his team fighting is just like, oh, okay. Like, that champion does not remain viable in any sense of the word. 100 fucking percent terrible. And considering that's kind of where they're going with it, like before they were like 60 HP and now they're like fuck his laning phase, it's kind of like, I don't think the champion's really worth learning right now because odds are it's going to be killed. Both nerfs they've tried to do kill the champion. Unless they've got some like supreme like late game solo queue buffs coming out. And in which case it's like, why would I play him when I could just play Jazz?
going on guys, SwiftEnd here, and today I'm going to be making a beginner's guide to training. So this is going to be a very simplistic guide for basically very new people into training. If you already know a little bit of knowledge about training, then this isn't the video for you. I will leave a link in the description for a more advanced video to training when that comes out. I'll leave a link in the description to that video and you can go and watch that, and that'll be a more in-depth guide to training for all the tips and tricks on how to level up your training life skill faster, how to level up your horses faster, etc. So in this video we're going to be going over the basics, the very beginning. So once you're at the stable, you want to speak to the stable manager, and you want to go to the shop, and you want to look for these capturing ropes. You're going to need to buy quite a few of these because you're going to miss and you're going to fail quite a few times. So I would recommend getting anywhere over 20 for your if you're only looking to tame one horse, around 20 should be okay, because when you've got a low training skill and when you're not knowing what you're doing, you are going to miss and fail a lot. If you want to tame more than one horse, then obviously buy more, maybe over 100 of these. So I'm going to need to buy one of these because mine are in storage. So you just purchase, I'll buy a couple, I'll buy 5, let's say. Buy a multiple, 5, okay, there we go. So the next one you're going to need is sugar lumps. Now in order to get these, you have to make them. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find the NPC and you're going to want to navigate to cooking. So there we go, as you can see it's taking us to the cook. So now we just want to run there real quick. So when you get here, you're going to want to enter the shop and you're going to want to buy raw sugar. Now don't make the mistake of buying sugar, which I done when I was new to training, because you cannot use this. Make sure you're buying the more expensive raw sugar. So in order to make a sugar lump, you need 10 raw sugar, so let's buy 10 of these, and you need 1 mineral water. Why is it not letting me buy this? Because I think I typed it in wrong. And 1 mineral water. Okay, so now what you want to do, hold on, my guy's glitched in run mode, just sort that, there we go. So now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hit L to enter your processing tab, and you're going to want to heat these together. So you're going to want to add that, and hit start. And this will give you a raw sugar lump. Obviously if you have a low processing skill, then it's going to give you that message quite a lot, but don't worry, it will do it eventually. As you can see, here we go, lump of raw sugar. And there we go, we have some lumps of raw sugar now. So the next step is to find a horse spawn. So I'll put a map up on the screen right now, just so you can take your pick of available horse spawns. But my favourite two, that I'll tell you right now, is over here at Port Euphoria. In this area here, just at Euphoria Valley, there's a horse spawn here and a horse spawn here. So 3 horses spawn here and 3 horses spawn here, giving you a total of 6. And my other favourite one is over at Florin, just up on the mountainside here. There's a horse spawn of 3. So those are my favourite. So now I'll put the map up on screen for the other ones that I'm not too familiar with, because I don't really use them. I tend to stick to the 2 that I like. So you can pick a spot that you want, and you're going to want to hit
Man,
there.
I keep getting worried and all these
So I'm now
dodges
here
people
at
are
my
getting stuck,
horse
so-
spawn in Port Euphoria. There's 5 types of horses you can catch in the wild. There's tier 1s, tier 2s, tier 3s, tier 4s, and tier 5s. I'll put the pictures up on screen right now just so you know how to identify the different tiers. There's 2 different colours of tier 1, 2 different colours of tier 2, 2 different colours of tier 3, 1 colour of tier 4 and 1 colour of tier 5.
Well,
So
we
let us
probably need
walk
to
around
go
here
to
and
that
look
city.
for the horse.
That makes
So
my
as you can see, there's a
1v1
horse
so much
glitch right
weaker.
here. That I believe is a tier
Unfortunate.
1B. It's really hard to tell the difference between tier 1Bs and tier 3Cs because they're really similar, but there is some very minute differences. If you have the correct lighting
It's just nerfing.
and
It's like nerfing
you're able to see
Aatrox
clearly, so
isn't
you'll be able to see that
bringing
on the
other
pictures
champions
on the
back. It's just
screen.
nerfing Aatrox.
So I'm not going to tame
You're
this one
not
just because it's glitched. I'll try and find a
You're
proper
not
one.
suddenly gonna start
Over
seeing,
here we
like,
have
Hecarim
tier
top.
2B, I believe. Yep, this looks like a tier 2B. So what you want to do, make sure it doesn't see you or it will run away. As you can see, it's running away from now. So what you want to do is go into your inventory and take out your lasso, and you want to get your crosshair on the horse so it goes red like so, and you want to press left mouse button and hit space when it's in the correct area. Now this is going to be loud for a minute here because the horse is going to fight back, and you're going to have to spam space and keep it above that line. It doesn't matter if you get it to the top or not, it's just a wee fun mini game. Just as long as it's above that line, you will be successful. So the horse is fighting back, and you want to press W to move forward. I forgot to mention that, sorry. So you use W, A, S and D to move forward. And then when you're close to the horse, you want to press F5 and to feed it a sugar lump. Over the times that I've been taming horses, I haven't come up with an exact amount you're supposed to feed the horse to tame it. I tend to go between the range between 5 and 10. Seems to be the most successful for me. I could be wrong. If anyone knows better, then please leave in the comments. But I would feed it about 5 to 10 and see if that gives you a successful tame. So here we go, we're almost at 5 just here. I'll give this one 6 just to be safe. So once you've fed it 6, you just want to hit, once the feeding animation finishes, you just want to hit E, and that's a failed tame. So what you want to do is just try again, and like I say, 5 to 10 is the sweet spot. So this time I'll maybe give it 7 or 8 and see if it tames. So same again, left click space, WASD to move forwards, spam space to fight it. And then we will walk closer. To be honest, I do completely think it's completely RNG how much you need to feed it. I think it's an RNG from the time you lasso the horse. I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know the accurate results, but what I tend to find works best is 5 to 10. So just go with your instincts. If you think you're going to tame it,
Man,
tame
I
it.
hate playing Pantheon with no
It is completely RNG as far as I believe.
Like actually legitimately considering getting that attack speed round.
So we just feed this here. I haven't really been paying attention to how much I fed it. I think this is about 7 now. I'll give it 8.
If I tighten this here,
And then we'll try it hop on its back. Now that I'm on the back of this horse, I realise that it potentially could be a tier 1A. Yeah, it's a tier 1A. The tier 1As and the tier 2Bs do look quite similar, same with the tier 1Bs and the tier 3Cs. So basically once you get on the horse, you just want to come down this mountain to the stable at Port Euphoria, or wherever you are taming the horse at. You just want to navigate to the local stable, and you want to park the horse next to the stable, jump off, open up the stable,
those are for the hands of
and
artisans.
I just it's 2 CS.
register wild horse. So here it will just give you some basic stats, tell you if it's a male or a female, and please ignore the name of this. I did not name this horse. This is a horse that I'm leveling currently. I bought it off the market, off the player market, because it was going for cheap. I needed a female, and yeah, so that was not me, just so you know, whoever put that up. If you see this video, then you're kind of funny, but I really didn't appreciate that name. So yeah, that wasn't me. So back to the point anyway, you want to just type in a name for your horse. So I'm more than likely going to sell this one because it's a low tier, I don't need it. So I'm just going to call mine A1, 2, 3. You can call yours whatever you want and hit confirm.
I thought I had
So
the
it's tier 1,
minions
yeah, I was right.
pathed in such a
I
weird
thought it was
fucking
tier 2 initially,
formation. I
but
was
when I got
trying
on
to
it, I
hit
realised it
him
was tier 1.
and the
Now you
minions
want
at
to
the
sell
same
it,
time.
or you do whatever you want.
like,
If
I
you
just
want to
couldn't
keep it,
fucking
you
do
can
it.
take
I just
out of
couldn't get the
stable, run
fucking
about on it. But I'm going to sell this
minion
one,
to
so
line
that's
up.
a wee easy
I had to like walk around
32,000
for so
silver
long.
there.
Like, it's kicking my ass.
And yeah, that's basically how you tame horses. So I will make another video shortly about more advanced parts of training, like how to level up your training life skill faster, how to grind horses to get money, about the different tiers and skills that you need right now, just so you know how to identify the different tiers. There's 2 different colours of tier 1, 2 different colours.
not very impressive by the Pantheon. Can I kill him? I want to do it. Oh my fucking god. Well, we can't do it now, at any rate. Let mid carry. Great. How does that stop Darius from killing me? What? Where'd he go? What? At least you realize that making both of us lose farm wasn't a winning solution.
Stay.
Dude, this Darius is scared shitless. God, that should really do like at least 25% bonus damage, you know? I think Pantheon's perfectly fine, but like, it feels so shitty that it just does nothing. Nope.
Oh, shit.
Alright, let's go back to top lane.
Ostatnie sceny. O, trzecie PSK.
Okay, there's no way that Roman bot's gonna work. scuttler again. I'm trying to get the scuttler just so I have vision. I think about press the attack Pantheon. Is that Conqueror? I shouldn't have tried to use my E. Yeah, I mean, just given infinite time, he was eventually going to find a kill on me. He was just so far ahead of me. Did that really disengage me that hard? I thought I would at least be able to get, you know, a kill off that. I don't know. Finally, at least got Scuttler, so I have some vision. Why did that not block the damage? That would have been pretty cool. Let's see, just a little bit longer. And then the plates fall, and then I don't need to defend anymore. Even though it does lower damage, it slows him, which means he can't chase up to kill me.
They will greet you as heroes.
Oh, what? I think if anything, they should touch up his late game like a little bit. Like, I think the E cooldown could be a bit lower. And I think the Q damage when held could be a little bit higher. But realistically, I think the champion is mostly fine as is. He's got a hella dominant laning phase. It's just I couldn't really do anything this game because they played top and we didn't. Have I tried Triforce first item? No. I feel like what's his current cooldowns on his E? Right now it's 22 to 16. I honestly think they could push that 20 to 10. They give that Kaizen.
Oh. Może jebnąć.
Surpass